Be very careful in your dealings with any politician or government. Politicians and governments are only interested in what you can do for them. Their main interest is their own interests. They will appear to be friends when it's to their advantage, but they don't stand by a man in his time of need or stress. When it comes to war, and we see our brave young men and women being killed, or even worse, being maimed, it isn't God's doing. God didn't send them to war. Politicians did. Don't blame God. Isn't it interesting that the very politicians who seem to get us into every mess are the very ones who claim they'll get us out of it? Of course, we, the taxpayer, are the ones who have to pay for all their follies, their greed, their pet projects. Remember, a politician has to get elected, so the first thing he does when he or she is elected is raise funds to get re-elected. Money talks. He who gives the politicians the most money gets the most attention. Lobbyists found out long ago how to play that game. I heard there were 2 pharmaceutical lobbyists for every congressperson in Washington, D.C. You and I don't have the time or money to spend influencing our congressional representatives, but lobbyists do. Our founding fathers could never have imagined this nation as it is today. To begin with, I don't believe it was meant for those in Congress to stay there indefinitely. In 1951, Congress passed a law that put a 2-term limit on any future president. To stay in power, Congress did not pass a bill limiting a congressional member's term. Those in power made sure that no such limits would be brought on them, whereas many of the citizens of the United States would like to see a 2-term limit for U.S. senators and no more than 10 or 12 years for congressmen. You can bet the ones in power will never bring it up, nor will they bring up the entitlements they believe they are entitled to, like lifelong retirement salary after 1 term and special health benefits. Why hasn't the United States citizens spoken up? Why haven't we put on term limits on those in Congress? Why have we have not taken away their retirement salary and have them on Social Security like the rest of us, both during the time they're in Congress and afterwards? To be in Congress is power, which someday will end because it's been so abused. My name is Earl. If you want to read more of the things I've written, go to epettibone.wordpress.com. Good night, and God bless.